Hello, everyone, and welcome to Manga Palate, the show where I, Justicia Luna, and my co-host
Manga Chef Isaiah.
watch or read or, something, play a thing maybe, and talk about it. And this week we have a very special guest, a mutual friend of ours, whose name, according to the Wu-Tang name generator, which is a bit we're deciding on now, should be Governor Self-Important. Boy, does that sound like an insult. Rahshaad Benjamin. Yay.
Governor self-important?
Yeah! Yeah!
When the fuck?
It's such a fucking really insulting name.
The...
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's the thing you want to hear about yourself. You're self-important.
But I am the most important.
Yeah, you
Sure.
are. He also has recorded YouTube videos, and ironically, it turns out I knew him before I knew him because I knew him on the MU Paradise forums. Yeah, that's for those of you out there who know what I'm talking about. As Eyeball. So weird, small world.
So we have a famous guest on our channel.
I guess as famous as it's ever gonna get.
Our
So
first famous guest.
Yeah. Dream big, guys. Dream big. Yo.
this is the height of Manga Palate. We can only go down from here. Buy
Yeah.
our merch.
I thought you said you were gonna say it.
I fucked up because I'm looking at Twitter. I'm laughing. I don't know.
It's funny because my joke was gonna be normally you would put your worst episodes first. You waited right till like 6 months in to put me on and just drop the quality.
Yeah. It's only gonna get worse. Watch, I'm gonna get a really, really bad mic, and this one's already not even good.
Oh god.
It's gonna be buzzy, and you're gonna hate me, and I'm gonna love it. Okay, so Manga Chef Isaiah, what did we watch for this week?
This week we saw or watched 50% off.
Those are synonyms. Why did you say or? I looked at and or watched.
I was
and
thinking
or,
of like listening to like.
but we
forget it.
didn't listen
Yeah.
to it. Yeah, and they're listening to this, if anything. All right. We watched 50% Off, which is an abridged series about Free, Iwatobi Swim Club, which is a super gay, not gay show. Rahshaad, how did
Yes?
you feel about this? I know you've never really seen Free, so this
Yeah.
is a bit just bizarre.
I have not seen Free. I did know about it. But I really like this one.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. How did you like that usurper thing? Is anyone else seeing this? Usurper.
The server was great. Nagus is honestly the best character. Yeah,
Nagus
just
is great. How much of that did you eat? I don't know, man. Thanks for colors, and I'm scared. So yeah, for those of you unfamiliar with Free, Iwatobi Swim Club, it's a bunch of guys who swim. That's it. They're like on the swim team. It's interestingly enough, the anime is a sequel adaptation to a light novel called High Speed, which is about little middle school boys who are on a swim team.
wait, it's a sequel?
Correct. Free is 4 years after High Speed. In High Speed, it's Makoto, Tachibana, Haruka Nanase, Rin Matsuoka, and Nagisa Hazuki. And they're all good friends, and they're all on a little swim team. And then they go into a competition, and I think they win. And then after that, it was given like an award by KyoAni. They're like, this is cool. And then 5 years later, they're like, hey, we're working on an anime. What's it about? And then all they show you for the trailer is shirtless dudes flexing in water. They're like, oh, what is this? It's like free Iwatobi Swim Club. And for those in the know, people were like, you mean that book from 5 years ago? And yes, it was the book. Holy crap, what is that?
That is probably me throwing out the trash.
Yeah! Height of Manga Palate. We can't get any better than this. Our guest is just throwing out his trash.
Really gonna get worse.
Yep.
Show.
And I'm glad I could be the tipping point.
Yeah. Greatest phase we'll ever gonna hit. This is the height. This is if our show is like a parabola, this is the tip apex. Oh, wonderful. But yeah, so it was a book first.
Well, now I know.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a weird decision. But so the distinction between 50% off and free is that 50% off just decides to be really, really dumb. And free was really, really gay, but it's not gay.
But this one's double gay. That means it's actually a full gay now.
Yeah. It's if anything, it's gay multiplied upon gay. So it's gay squared, and I appreciate that about 50% off. So when it comes to 50% off, there's the four principal characters, right? There's Rin, Rei, Haruka, Nagisa, and I mean Rei shows up later, but yeah, and Makoto. So that's 5. And then you have their 2 friends, Go, and their teacher Miho. And beyond that, everyone else doesn't really matter. But what's interesting about this, I think, is how things have gone now. So Octopimp is the guy who created the web series, and he uploaded the first episode on August 19, 2013. And sporadically here and in between there were other episodes until the last one we've seen, which was episode 18, which was uploaded on July 13th of 2016. So, yeah.
You didn't see episode 19? Because I'm pretty sure episode 19 got uploaded. It's not on that playlist, though.
I can't remember seeing it at all. Because everything I ever saw was... oh, no, you're right. Because that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is still... It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, this takes a lot of effort to do. But actually, I checked Octopimp's Tumblr, and there's a post there that says, hey, I know none of you probably like me anymore, but I stream 6 days a week now, so that's what I do. Bye. So, those of you who were holding out, stop right now.
The dream is dead.
The dream is dead.
We're no longer free.
No, you were 50% off. You're free. You're free. It was 50% off. But yeah, so that's that. And as for Sparky the android, the voice of Rin and Haruka, they're cross-playing now, and that's all I've seen. Also, confusing mess. Not entirely sure, because boy, does trying to search through not always work. But the person who did the voice of Go Matsuoka, the sister, is supposed to be someone by the name of Rina-chan, which every time you look that up, that's Kira Buckland. Which is why I'm confused.
I know that they had like a Tumblr page.
Correct, and there was a picture that looked like Kira Buckland dressed as Jolene. Which is why I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm wrong. Only because she wears tons of makeup. That's always hard to, read. But yeah. Also, Octopimp did an actual voice on the show Free in the second season, Eternal Summer. He voiced Toru Iwashimizu, who was not super important. But hey, you're in there. That's more than other people can say.
That's one toe in the door. That's more toes than I have.
And yet, you're the best we got. you can't even get a nail in the door. And I don't mean one that belongs to you. Just anything at all. Grab a random thing, put it in the door. No. It's a vacuum sealed door, like a vault. It's not. Can't go anywhere with that one.
Damn.
So running away from that joke. Let's talk about 50% off and what we like about it. So, you know what? Let's start with our guest.
Oh boy. Let's see. Well, as I've already stated, Nagase is just. He's like I wasn't really into it the first two episodes, but the second he gets introduced, everything just clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know what. It's just like between just the random crimes and just all the drugs. It's actually astounding.
I also happen to love Haru talking to himself, and then that becoming an entire story on its own.
All right, yeah, no. If I have a secondary, it's Haru. Just like
it's just first this is like a king to F4. Haru, we're playing chess. Fuck you, Haru.
We're playing checkers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're playing checkers.
Like
he said he made a chess move, but they were playing checkers.
Yep. Now, Rin's a decent character, and I'll be honest, I don't remember the name of the fourth guy. That's
two other guys, Makoto and Ray.
I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Makoto. And
he's the one who almost every other line is, "Man, I really have a hard on for Haru."
Yeah, it's Makoto.
Yeah.
And he hates the ocean. Or he's scared of the ocean.
Please don't steal my bones. Everybody else.
I thought the joke is like both of them hate the ocean, both Makoto and Haru. Like Haru said, dolphins stole his dick. No, he loves the water, but I'm pretty sure he was like the first episode was just like a dolphin stole his dick or something.
No, there was that part where he's staring at the ocean and talking to it luridly like it's a woman.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Yeah, it's like, you like that, don't you? You're wet, you fucking slut. It's like, you fucking whore ocean. It's like, I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna be honest, the outtakes kind of blend together.
No, that's yeah, I can see why you say that. But no, there's that part in one of the episodes where they go to they're like gonna fix the pool, so they have to go get supplies, and they're like pulling up, and he goes like, Haru, don't worry, there's no dolphins because the store is just called Iwatobi Dolphin. And he goes like, do you know that? Do you actually know that? Because I don't need another incident. And I'm like, huh. Okay. That's what that's about.
I swear, like an episode or two before that, they said something about a dolphin trying to steal his dick.
I really do think that was one of the cuts. I genuinely do. There was also that there was also that line that Nagisa tells the teacher to put him on that side. It's like, we have a mutual associate. Yeah, Easter Dave. And then she goes, okay, fine, that's fine. You tell Easter Dave we're square. And also, I don't need any of you small-time hoods getting into my business. And he's like, yeah, sure. And Makoto goes, what happened? He goes, business. And this kind of leaves it at that.
It truly is beautiful.
Yeah. Or when Go texts her brother, it's like, hey, bitch baby, your friends are gonna go to the pool. I told you to stop calling me that. Also, I don't really have friends. It's like, what are you gonna do, cry? Yes. and it's just a sad face. Which is why the next time she goes to his school to go see him, she asks for him, and the guy goes, "A guy with emotional issues who swims away his problems." Lady, that describes the whole team. You gotta be specific. And she goes, "He's 6'2" and has like teeth like a shark." And he goes, "That could be anyone." Before she goes in and talks to the captain, he was like, "Hey, did you see my brother?" He's like, 6'2", teeth like a shark, cries when you call him bitch baby. Yeah, that sounds like him.
Why is he the only person with shark teeth?
I don't know. By the way, there used to be a merch link. I don't know if it's still up there, but they had a shirt with like a shark that had Ian's hair on it, and it said, "Homie looks like Shark Week." So, you know, that classic line from episode 2 of that thing nobody saw. I say that, like, some of the early episodes literally have almost 2 million views.
And then it fell off the train, like so many other good abridged series.
Yeah. Man, there are so many abridged series. It's crazy.
Don't even get me started on that conversation. That's a conversation for something else entirely.
No. I mean, seriously. There's the ones that everyone knows that are like institutions at this point. Like Little Karibo and Team 4-Star. But then there's the ones that are like so specific and stupid. It's like, who did this? I saw a Rosario to Vampire one that had like 4 episodes, and I'm like, why? For who? Who's here?
Isn't that for you? Isn't that
kind of
explicitly for you?
It's the most for me it can get. And that's why I feel bad for them. Because I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be me. Don't do that to yourself.
No, but it's okay. They did it for you. They did it for you.
Yeah, well, unlike you, Mr. Self-Important Governor, I feel bad.
No, I feel bad. They did it for me.
Amazing.
I'm been getting this sound like I say.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have a thing 50% off in their store.
That's a strong bit. Now that we've stopped, everything is 50% off. What else are we gonna do for you? Also, there's a Jitsuwa Watashiwa bridge that I saw, and I'm like, wow. Again, for who? For who, if not me? And then the same people did a Precure one, which is, again, for who?
I feel like there's enough Precure fans.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
when I looked at the video, it had less than 3,000 views. So.
Okay, see, because the question is not if there's enough Precure fans, because there probably are. The question is, how many of them speak English?
That's a good question.
They got me there.
Yeah.
That's a good question. it makes me think of a lot of like metal bands whenever they have like social media pages. If they post anything, there's always like a comment that says, "Please come play Brazil." Like that's all it says. I don't think they know more English than that. I think all they know is "Please come Brazil," and they just kind of hope that works out.
Yeah, and then they get bottles thrown in them. Oh, let's all have a moment of silence for Nickelback. Let's not.
Or that riot that Metallica created in Indonesia by playing a show. Because how dare you stop me from seeing my band? I'll kill you, policeman. And then the riot started. But yeah. So Isaiah, what do you do? What were you fond of as far as the show goes?
Well, Usurper, that was good.
Usurper's fun.
The Ocean Goblin. It was when, what's his name? The gangster one.
Nagisa?
Yeah. When he was trying to get, Ray to join the team. He was like, I bet I like your buns, too.
But no, I was gonna say about Day and Day. There's a bit towards the end of it where they're having the competition, And Rin goes, just focus on Mer. Wow, there's a lot of people here. And Nagisa says, what? You think we're gonna find somebody and run off? And then, like, Ray just goes, no! And Makoto from behind goes like, oh, that's cute. That is how that worked out. Which makes me wonder, at what point did that change? Because Ray's entire thing at the beginning was he's some sort of weird serial murderer. I remember Haru describing him as, oh yeah, he's in my scrapbooking class. He cuts the eyes out of magazine pictures.
Yeah, I don't think that ever stopped. I think...
I know, I mean, like, now it's that they're in a weird functional relationship. I was like, oh, okay, that's a new thing. I was hoping it would still be like the first one where the second he met him, he's like, I hate you.
It was probably after... No, in fact, it was definitely after the whole, I decided to try to swim in the ocean.
Yeah. I still love Ocean Goblin. There's something really good about Ocean Goblin. And he goes like, and then there's that spider who eats my video games if I don't brush my teeth at night. Because Makoto, I told you that wasn't real. He was like, really? Really? Because I forgot one time, and then my copy of Okami was gone. Am I a dog? Am I a son? What am I? I'll never know. And I was just like, oh wow, that's helpful. Everybody loves Okami.
Look, those are real issues.
I was also gonna say the part where Ray talks to himself too. He just plots murder. It's kind of strong.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Rushan?
Oh no, I was gonna say I fucking hate Okami. Don't you?
Yeah. Everybody heard that. Shadow Eyebolt, or as we've currently given him the position of Governor Self-Important, hates Okami. Everyone go to his YouTube channel and shit on him if you like Okami. Do it. Do it.
Dislike his video.
Yeah!
Look, that'll be more attention than any of those videos I've gotten in years.
That's why I wanted to be done. That's what weirded me out that time we were just like, I was wondering why our Honey Pop video got so many, like, videos on it. And then it turns out when you looked up Honey Pop on YouTube, we were the third thing. And I was like, oh, that's strange.
Why?
I don't know.
YouTube analytics are weird.
I don't understand this system. Nor do I.
Why can't we be third?
Care to.
You know, we're important. You know.
Everybody wants
watch
to
our
hear
videos.
Oka. Enough people watch videos that I'm amazed that we exist at all.
I mean, if we just remove all the subscribers in this call right now from your YouTube page, you still have 8 people.
Well, no. Oh, wait, we're from this YouTube page?
Yes, from the YouTube page. I'm assuming that everyone... No, I'm assuming everyone in this call right now is subscribed to your YouTube channel.
Nope.
No.
Just you.
No? No, I know I say subscribed.
No.
No?
Just you.
Oh, well, but you still have 10 people. That's even better than I thought.
That's kind of why I was surprised at having 10 people.
Well, we have 12
like,
now.
Oh, right. We have 12 now. Which is still... I'm blown away that anyone finds this at all. Because I've told, like, 2 people. And then our friends. And then many more people beyond that, I guess, just found it. But anyway... I'm sort of surprised that in the I didn't remember it, but in the 11th episode, there's a reference. They have a bit that references the Danganronpa abridged series by Fall Arrow, and I was like, oh, I forgot that they were friends. I guess because
right, I remember that one.
Yeah, I definitely watched the Danganronpa abridged thing because I thought it was funny. There's that part where he kills the guy because he's a furry. Why would you want anyone to know? Why would you want anyone to know? But yeah, and then in the episode immediately after that, he goes, I mean, why don't we always swim? I don't know. What do you even mean? He's like, I don't know. I feel like we could be doing something else. Yeah, well, at least we're not playing card games. And then it just cuts to the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged opening.
Oh, their faces superimposed over it?
Yeah, in the worst way. Like it's just a cutout of a random still shot, and it's put on top. It's like zero effort to it at all. and I love it. But yeah, I thought that was funny.
Look, were you expecting a budget on the show?
I don't know. To be fair, I remember seeing one of the videos that was like, here's how I edited this part together. I'm like, that looks like that took a lot more time than I expected. Which I guess is why the other one was such a shocker. I was like, I thought you put more effort in, but I guess for this bit, the point was to put minimal effort to make it look crappy. Like Super Mega. They love doing that shit. Intentionally look bad.
Oh, God.
Make it hurt you in the worst way.
They would zoom into the face.
Yeah, and the quality of this is still the same, so it like stretch and distort. It's bad. But question: what the hell did you think Swimpuku was? Because I thought it was drowning yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's probably all that could mean, right?
They stab you in the chest with a harpoon as you sink down to the bottom of the ocean's waves.
Wait, no. Corpses float. That's why you have to weigh them down.
No, yeah, they tie you down.
Oh.
And stab you in the chest with a harpoon.
I imagined it was like just throwing you in the middle of the ocean and waiting for you to drown.
Nah, they'll fucking last. They'll last too long. You gotta get it over with.
You say that, but sometimes when you're injured in the middle of the ocean, nature just does away with you immediately.
Yeah, but if we're gonna make reference to Seppuku, I assume that like you'd have a second man.
To be like, yeah.
There'd be a second man, yeah.
That makes sense. I do like the idea of a harpoon because that feels that takes a lot of time and effort to get right. Because it's like a spear; those things aren't actually easy to do. At least not if you want to do it right. Do you think they would use a gun or would they would do it the old-fashioned way? But, like, seppuku is you do it yourself. So, if this is a person doing it, that doesn't feel right. Although, the idea of a person trying to stab themselves with a harpoon is a lot funnier.
So, fine. The second has a harpoon gun, and if you don't kill yourself immediately, he shoots you in the head with it.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. I can work with that. Also, how did you like that stupid decision cube line? I don't know why that made me laugh, especially. Something about that made me laugh for a real long minute.
Right, the stupid... No, I do remember that.
All hail Decision Cube. The cube guides our hands and hearts. Why are we doing this again? The cube guides our hearts. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Something about that. Like, while they're just dressed in swim shorts and sitting around a fucking lamp. I don't know why that really made me laugh. Also, the constant use of bitch baby. I feel like I should start using that now.
Add it to the common vernacular.
Yeah. What's up, bitch baby? What are you gonna do about it? Cry? Yes.
Oh no, that's basically just your relationship with Isaiah as it is.
Audience, how do you feel about that?
I'm a bitch baby.
Yeah. Thank you for talking.
But,
go on.
I was gonna also say another part I like was how are you talking to himself?
Yeah.
Constantly.
Haru talking to himself is a really fun bit to me. There's that part where he goes, "I'm assuming direct control," and then you just hear a gunshot. You shot Haru, and then he stops. He goes, "Oh shit, I can't read what this says." He's like, "It's because you shot the Haru that could eat."
Yeah.
No. Part of why it works is because it scales so well.
It keeps going.
It goes from being 2 to at the end. There's a council of 9 of them. No, but then it turns out there's more than 9.
Also, he's the guy, the Haru that can read comes back. Haru, I thought you were
kills
dead.
The other ones.
Yeah, Haru, I thought you were dead. I see the tales of my death have been. What was it? It's that stupid fucking quote.
Greatly exaggerated?
Greatly exaggerated, that's it. I've heard tale that my death has been greatly exaggerated. Haru, no! it just keeps going. As the goes
and
on.
then he kills everybody at the Council of Nine. No, but one of them wasn't there, so he gets recruited. He gets told to make a statue, and he wants them to praise the statue. Yeah. But they're all just Haru.
They're all Haru. There's no. How would you recognize the difference? I don't know.
So they're just taking selfies.
Do you think the plaque would say Haru that can read, and everyone goes, "Oh yeah, that one," because apparently it's just him.
They probably can't read it.
Yeah! Oh fuck! You know what? That reminds me of that conversation he has with Ray. That's like trying to cheer him up. He's like, "Just because you can't read doesn't mean you can't enjoy a book." And he's like, "I think that's kind of they smell good, and they taste good, but the edges are sharp." And he goes, "Where are you going with this?" And he actually gives him a neat piece of advice. I love that. The edges are sharp. Is this going somewhere? Just because I can't read doesn't mean I can't enjoy the book in another way. Oh, that's oddly poignant of you. Ah, man. They taste good, but the edges are sharp.
The real question is, how is he gonna finish out the rest of the year?
I have no idea. He can't read. Well, now he can, because I guess the Haru that's in charge is the one who could read.
What a series.
It's sad that it's gone now.
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed. As far as the bridge things go, this was actually fun.
Yeah, it was nice because it was just straightforward, and because I don't know anything about the original series, I don't have to complain about length.
Yeah.
Like the bridge series I liked were things like Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged, which will never get finished, and will never get anywhere near the end. And I was always bummed out about that. But for this, I don't care about how long it is. Though now that I know that it's not going to end, and I got sandbagged on episode 19 of all fucking things.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, you know. I always feel bad that Ant Fish's JoJo Abridged never really went anywhere. Because he started doing all that editing work and stuff. He was doing Phantom Blood, and it was fun. It was fun. But, you know, now he does real work, so he doesn't have the time to do this anymore.
Damn you people in your real jobs! Understand you need to entertain me!
Well, it is all about you.
Yes. I'm gonna keep doing this joke.
That's fine. No, sell it. It's really working out.
Godspeed, you goddamn madman.
Yeah, Godspeed, you Black Emperor. That's insane. Also, fun fact, that's a movie title. So if you're interested in watching a documentary about Bosozoku in the 80s, look up Godspeed, you Black Emperor.
I shouldn't have been shocked. You just have something like that. Chambered. Just chambered, ready to fire at any moment.
Something about like your dismissal of that is really telling of our friendship. Any other person that goes, isn't that like bizarrely specific? Or does you go, yeah, that is you, isn't it? What else do you have? To be fair, anyone who does know me knows I'm a real big fan of absurdly specific shit. So, not news. They're also a post-rock band, so there's that. I don't really like post-rock, so it's not really my thing. But they're there. So, you know. Okay, alright. Well, I think since we've all said our piece now, let's talk about food. This is gonna be a weird one.
I forgot I had to do food for this.
It's your own show! You do it every week!
It's the premise of the show.
Oh yeah. I had something.
Yeah, so you went from
okay.
You had You
what do you guys think about Skittles?
Skittles?
Yeah.
That's really sweet, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
It's not really romantic, is it?
It's not. Okay, this is sweet.
Alright, so that went down immediately.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I am thinking of this like a snack food.
I can understand a snack food. It's just that we've generally reserved sweet for romantic things.
Yeah. No,
there's some romantic tensions.
Yeah, the guy who says, "Hey, oh boy, let me see them legs."
Yeah.
That's romantic tension if I've ever seen it.
And Rei and Haru.
Rei and Haru?
I mean, Rin.
Makoto and Haru. Oh, okay, I guess that's also... I mean, if we're talking about actually free, they're all really gay. But not gay. Because no one does anything. I remember there was an audio thing, I can't remember what it was, where the voice actors were pretending to be the characters as if they were getting interviewed. And they said, like, "Hey, Rei, you seem like you hang around Nagisa more than the other ones. What's that about?" And he was like, "Yeah, when I first met him, he was like really annoying. But now he's like a really cool guy, and I'm pretty sure he has me wrapped all around his finger by now." I'm like, that sounds really gay, but not gay. How dare you? How dare you imply anything homosexual about this dear close relationship with my friends?
But we know what you want. We know what you're here for.
You know, you're not wrapped around the finger of random people. If one of my friends called me at 2 a.m. and just said, "Hey, wanna talk?" I'd tell him to fuck off and hang up. There's very few people that'd be willing to just sit there with.
Honestly, my first default when anyone calls me is, "How did you get this number? Who are you?"
That's so sad. That's such a sad sentence.
It's a sad sentence, except I see your caller IDs. They still fucking do it.
Yeah.
Just 2 o'clock in the morning. Why?
But you say, "How did you get this number?"
I did, yeah.
So that implies that you're like, "I don't give out my number to anybody. Nobody calls me. Why is this happening?"
This is exactly why I don't give out my number.
But okay, I got an idea. How about potato sticks?
Oh, you know, that might work. I was gonna go with cheezits. I was gonna go with cheezits. But potato sticks might work. Yeah.
Because I feel like potato sticks, they're very light, very airy, and you can eat a bunch of them and still be super hungry. Because much like potato chips, they just kind of go away immediately.
Yeah, my thing is, yeah, I like it, and I keep eating them, and then when I get to the bottom of the bag, I'm just like, oh, I want more.
I do like that analogy. Hey, Manga Chef Isaiah, what do you got? My actual goddamn co-host.
Yeah, I think potato sticks is good.
That's not what I asked you, but okay.
I'm having a monologue between the other Manga Chef Isaiahs.
In your head? Wait, no, we're recording. That's the... Oh boy.
He's taking control. No, kill him.
He's assuming control. God, I hope I don't see you tomorrow. And then I'm like, "Hey man, how's it going? Where's your guitar?" Huh? Oh.
My name is Isaiah.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey. I super got one of those. I swear to fucking God.
Now I'm worried.
That's so yeah, because you don't see him between like months in between. So the reality is, in 2 months you could meet him again and he'd be a completely different person. Because the Council of Nine was assassinated. Even though the Council of Nine actually has 13 members. What a system. But yeah, I don't know if I'm really longing for potato sticks as much as I totally understand the Cheez-Its analogy.
I guess the jokes are kind of cheesy.
They persist. I'll give them that. Like I think it's like by the 9th episode where Nagisa starts running out of shark references. And Rin says as much. He's like, I feel like you had better ones at the beginning because I blew them all out on the first episodes. I don't know what you want me to say. I still do really love the babe. What do you? I'm looking for my brother. Oh yeah, 6'2", teeth like a shark, cries when you call him bitch baby. Yeah, that sounds like him. Like a really sad, defeated way to say that. That and when he's talking to Haru on their stupid practice thing, and that guy goes, hey, you're Haru, right? I heard a lot about you and your extensive collection of tank tops. Actually, I'm interested in like getting 10 more, and then it just starts fading out, so you can't hear the rest of it. Whereas I can't imagine what kind of a conversation that is. So I guess let's go with cheezits. That's a really strong one. Thank you very much for joining us, Governor Self-Important Rahshaad.
I do what I can.
Hey, and now it's time for our new segment, or rather, relatively new segment. We've done it for like 6 episodes now, so it's not really new. Oh shit, I'm hyped!
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Where we each talk about a thing we're excited about, either coming out, we're recently gotten into, or whatever. So, Manga Chef Isaiah, would you like to start?
Sure. I was gonna talk about the creepypasta I listened to.
Okay.
So It's called Don't Ever Make a Deal with the Devil. It's
Okay.
about a guy who's like a upcoming lawyer. Or I'm sorry, financial person, accountant. And he thinks of how to beat the devil and making a deal with him.
As the title would imply.
Yeah. But so he thinks of like all the things that could happen, and he makes the perfect deal in his head. And then he gets fired from his job. He has no money. So then he has to make a deal with the devil. Ooh.
You don't even sound excited. You're just kind of saying it.
I mean,
but
it was nice to listen to.
Okay.
In fairness, it's Isaiah. He never sounds excited.
I don't know. There's times where I mean, yeah. That's as close as it gets, but nevertheless, there's a barometer. It's just a very low one.
But, so yeah. He ends up becoming super rich. He got all the money in the world. But then, he had this, in case everything goes wrong, he could just say the deal never happened. And, the way it ended was interesting. Because he didn't, die or anything. He just, ended up having his normal life again. It was really sad that, he couldn't have, the luxurious life. And then he has to live his whole life just wanting to have more. So, yeah.
That sounds like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, it was like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, not that I'm trying to take anything away from it. I mean, that literally sounds like a Twilight Zone episode I think I've seen.
Yeah. Oh,
I am very into the Twilight Zone.
Like the old one or the newer ones?
Well, I mean, I watched the one from the 60s. So when you say newer one, I'm not sure which one you mean.
I was talking about, I know there was a 2005 series.
Correct, with Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker. He did a lot of things. Not all of them very good.
Look, when you have that much experience, they're not all winners.
Yeah, I guess it's fucking, what's his name? Shit. He was in the Spy Kids, and he was in Machete, and he's in so many goddamn movies.
Are we talking about
Danny Trejo?
Yeah.
Danny Trejo. Yes. I mean, I got there eventually. But
oh god, The Crow.
Yes.
Don't ever. Oh god, forget The Crow. That didn't happen.
Well, Danny Trejo has a habit of just doing every fucking movie that's ever existed as long as somebody says, hey, are you interested? He goes, sure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, why would Danny Trejo say no?
Yeah, it's a lot like God damn it! Now I'm doing it. I can do this. All I can do is Christopher Walken.
Does Christopher Walken do pretty much anything?
Christopher Walken has said that he'll do pretty much anything because he just likes to act.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. You, our special guest, what are you excited about?
Okay, well, I guess I'll pick, Tower of Time, which is a game that I had on my Steam wish list for, like a year, and then bought on GOG because it was 50% off, and I was like, oh,
hey!
Fuck, sick. Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, so
way to segue what we're,
fuck, I wish you had said that earlier. But hey, honestly, it makes more sense for it to be here. So yeah, 50% off.
Yeah.
Tower of what now?
Tower of Time.
Okay.
It's a dungeon crawler, but I'd say the nice thing about it is, other than, well, I haven't gotten that far, so I haven't seen that much of the party composition, but the way the fights are decently tactical. Also, every time you get into a fight, as opposed to like the fight happening on the spot, it does like a weird JRPG thing where you go to a completely separate arena, no matter where it is. So like, oh, you're on the tower and it's green wildlife, everything, and then boss fight happens. Why am I in a whole unholy hell zone? Why is everything on fire? What the fuck just happened? And there's no pausing. It's just you against like dozens of enemies all the time. Every time a fight happens, you're just trying to weather out the storm unless it's a boss. And it surprised me how tactical the fights are, because some of those fights are bullshit. Like just the Lich that somehow just automatically gets a life drain on 2 party members when he sees you.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out how to break line of sight during the fight while just still damaging him, because every couple of seconds, not only is he doing that, he's also summoning more guys to beat the shit out of you.
That's a consistent ability every round.
Yeah, it's not even a round thing, because there's no, it's real time.
I assume, because you said JRPG, I thought. Oh.
Yeah, like I figured it would be like that too, but no, it's like you switch to a different arena and the fight happens in real time. The best you got is like slow down with pause. It's slow down rather. So like you hit the button to slow down so you can micromanage better. But all the fights happen in real time, and you're more trying to, and you're fighting hordes of enemies. You're like almost always outnumbered in these fights. So your party is like you're trying to actually break people up into groups. Like one dude has the ability to make a wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to funnel them and do all this other stuff. Some of your party members can summon stuns. It was surprising. I enjoyed it, and I hope I'll finish it this year.
That's neat. Yeah, I like that. Also, maybe finish Eternal Sonata, but maybe that's something.
Finish something.
Boy, that's a lot. Oof, that was...
you're asking a lot. Some of the things I don't finish aren't even my fault, like this series. Shots fired.
Oh, Sparky, you do crossplay now, and I don't think you do anything else. I'm excited about the manga I've been reading recently. So, how many of you people are familiar with isekai? Everybody knows isekai at this point. You die, and then you wake up somewhere. And you're like, oh, fantasy world most of the time. Okay, cool. Now, how often are you familiar with the exact premise of isekai where, I died, woke up, I'm the hero of this new world, right?
Yeah.
Cool. This is a lot dumber than that, but it takes an approach that's really similar to that. So, this is the title's really long, so I'm just going to call it, Autoflag. But hey, who knows what we'll shorten into in the future. Anyway, it's a manga where a girl is hit in the head with a rock and remembers that she's not from this world. And guess what? She is the villain character in an otome game. So, now remembering the real world and that she's inside of an otome game, she goes, "Wait, I'm the villain character. The end of the routes always involve me either getting maimed or exiled. Fuck, what do I do?" So yeah, she's best friends with all the. Are people? Does everyone know what an otome game is?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if
Okay.
Isaiah does.
Do you?
I probably know what it is.
Do you remember Godge?
Yeah.
Okay, Godge, but for girl.
Oh, okay.
Right. She's in a fantasy world, and there's all these princes, and they're like relatives, and yada yada yada. And she goes, "Okay, cool. I have to do everything I can to avoid the ending where I get murdered or exiled into poverty." So she starts learning how to farm. She starts trying to get good at magic because she's like, when that girl comes in and they start dating, he's going to kill me. So I need to like be prepared for every eventuality. She starts getting good with the sword because she remembers one of the endings is gets murdered in a duel. And she's like, no, I don't want to die.
I thought I had known what you were talking about, and then you swerved off the road a bit.
Yeah, man. I told you it's an otome game. She's not the protagonist. She's the antagonist.
No, because I'm thinking of a completely different one where the girl. It is an otome game.
Shirabuta, the one where the girl's like fat. And she has the.
No, I don't think it's that one. I'm thinking the way this one goes is like she gets her memory back, and when she gets her memory back, it's already at the ending, and she's getting kicked out of the school.
No, she's like 8 years old.
Yeah, for yours, the one I'm thinking of, like they're already like teenagers. They already got kicked out of school, but that's yours seems nice.
Yeah, I love watching her actively try to resist a potential future. So she'll just go around doing something. He goes like, "Wait, doesn't he end up a playboy because he doesn't have like a relationship with his family? Okay, I'm gonna be really close with him, and we'll be the best siblings ever. He's adorable, he's nice, and that way he won't murder me later."
What a plot!
Yeah, it's amazing. So it eventually she ends up with her own kind of harem thing because everyone's like, "Man, she's so nice and polite, and not all the bitch I expected her to be."
And Mivana is like, "I have to scheme harder."
Correct.
Even harder.
Correct. Every
even
time
further beyond.
Every time someone like tries to make it clear she likes them, she goes like, "Oh, that's sweet of him." I mean, it's nice that he's being polite to me. He's gonna fall in love with that girl though. So how do I work my way around this? There's a part I think where there's like dancing because she's become a debutante, and they're like, "Hey, so I guess you finally understand that I'm not gonna annul our engagement." She's like, right. And she thinks about the game, and he goes like, right, he was engaged. He let himself be engaged to that girl he didn't like because it meant that other girls wouldn't hit on him. He goes, yeah, I totally get it. The second you meet somebody and you fall in love, you tell me and I'll support you all the way. And he goes, I don't think you understand a fucking thing, do you? And he's like, nah, it's great. I'm gonna go like stuff my face with cupcakes now. See you later.
Oh, goddamn hero!
Yeah, she's a goddamn hero, and I love her. So yeah, that's what I got to say. And now that brings us to the end of the show. And thank you very much for listening. And if you're still here, you get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
And goodbye.